Hi everyone, Andros J here, your host for the quarantine series. Unfortunately, here with a little bit of bad news today. Unfortunately, we do not have a podcast for you. This is mainly because of a lot of us just couldn't get together. We was left to the very last minute of trying to sort things out. I know, really poor timing on my behalf and the rest of the team. We genuinely apologise for that, and we know a lot of you really look forward to these podcasts. I know a lot of you rely on us to be able to release these for you on a weekly basis. So I do apologise, but don't worry, you're not being left with anything. Just add in, I apologise for the sunglasses. I've got extreme sensitivity to my eyes at the moment. Any sort of bright light burns my eyes to pieces. Hence why I'm wearing the Cyclops type glasses. Anyway, so what we've got for you is something a little bit new. If it goes well, we're going to add these in every other week. But don't worry, like I said, you will have your podcast next week, which I believe will be Conspiracies Part 2 with Vickie. But this week, talking about Vickie, will be the very first episode of Draw My Life. And that's when we're going to have Vickie draw her life for you. So I hope you enjoy.
Hi, my name is Vickie, and welcome to Draw My Life. I was born in Gillingham on the 5th of July 2001. I never really lived in Gillingham, but I lived in Chatham, and you'll find out more about that as I go along. Now, my parents are amazing people. I love them so much. My dad was in the Navy for 14 years, and he is my absolute hero. He is the strongest person I know, and I look up to him so much. Now, my mum, she's a gardener, and she loves what she does. She is so passionate about flowers, it's unreal. Throughout my childhood, I lived in Chatham, in a beautiful Victorian house that was built in 1891. Now, this house had an attic. It had a basement, it had a living room, a dining room, it had 3 bedrooms, and it had 2 bathrooms and a conservatory. It's absolutely beautiful. But the only downside is my neighbour died, and they didn't find him for 2 weeks. So you can kind of imagine that. 2011 was the worst year of my life. I lost my nan, and I found out what grief truly is. Now, I miss her so much to this day, and I just want to make her proud. And I was so depressed for about 2 weeks that I couldn't get out of bed. I didn't want to go to school. I just didn't know what to do anymore. I really didn't know what to do. Everything was going downhill. 2016. Now, this was a good and a bad year. I finally moved house, which is one of the things I've always wanted to do. And I got my best friend, Barry. He is the most gorgeous dog I have ever met. He is half poodle, half Bichon Frise. Now, in this year, I started wrestling on the 13th of November. It has been the best decision of my life. But I was also dealing with some bullying and some stress from some GCSEs. I was also dealing with not fitting in with my friends anymore. And on top of this, I was still feeling the grief from losing my nan in 2011. And I had the guilt, feeling like I could have prevented her death. I then left my friends to go join wrestling, as it was my dream and I needed to chase it. At the age of 15, I joined a local wrestling academy, now known as Genesis. It is located inside of the Demon's Den. Now, when I joined wrestling, it was so surreal. It was the best thing I have ever done. I was so happy. I really enjoyed being there, and I felt like, for the first time ever, I was accepted. I could be myself, and I wouldn't let anyone hold me back. Because of wrestling, I started going to the gym a lot more. And going to the gym was pretty much my hobby. It was just something that I did every day. It became a routine, and I just did nothing else apart from what I'm drawing here, pretty much. It was just eat, sixth form, go to the gym, sleep, maybe take Barry for a walk. That was pretty much just what my life was. I didn't really need friends. I didn't need anything. All I needed was wrestling. In 2018, I have found my best friend, Andros J. Now, he is almost as cool as Barry. I'm joking. He is amazing. and we formed an awesome tag team called Tenacity. We had quite a few matches, with our most notable feud being with the Vindictive Ones. This is a picture of me and Andros during our normal entrance, standing on the second rope. Tenacity lasted almost an entire year, and we've had some really good matches, mostly against the Vindictive Ones. Now Vega and One Fan Dan tried to get the best of us by throwing Andros through a fire exit, whacking my head off the apron. They were no match for us because we came out on top. This is a picture of a very happy Vickie and a very happy Andros, because we finally won our first match as Tenacity. Now ignore the ref shirt, he looks a bit like a zebra. I forgot how a ref shirt should look. But anyway, this was a very feel-good moment, and we were so happy that we finally did it. Woohoo! And from there, we had another feel-good moment. Dominic King, Andros J's former tag partner, joined us in the ring, and so did our new friend, Eden Rise. They raised our hand in victory, and we knew what we had to do from that moment. We needed to become the best team in professional wrestling. We needed to become a family. We needed to form Enigmatic 2.0. Now, in 2020, if not 2021, Enigmatic is going to be the best. We're going to come back stronger. We are going to come back with more fire, and we are taking over. This has been the life of Vickie. Where am I now? I am living with my best friend, Andros J, in a 2-bedroom flat with our moody cat, Indy. I want to thank you so much for watching. I really, really, really appreciate it. And if you could like, subscribe, share this video, we would greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Have a nice day, guys.